Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified. Morning, guys. Sitting out on my patio having my coffee while the dog does her thing. And made an Etsy sale. Boom. I'm so excited. It's so wonderful. These great Christmas kissing angels are out the door. I don't know where they're going. Hopefully not California. I always lose money. For some reason, the shipping just gets a little too expensive to California. But anywho, I have a ton of work to do today. Victoria woke me up, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning because she's sick. She says she's sick. I think it's the smoke. She has wicked allergies. And she was complaining that her nose is running and she's sneezing and she's got an itchy throat. So I haven't slept. I don't sleep. I don't sleep anymore. Pretty sure I did go back to bed and just crash though, but I'll be dealing with that today if she's not better. I'm gonna get her, I think she needs a shower to kind of wash off all the stuff and stay inside. We've got the air on, so hopefully that'll filter out anything that's really irritating her. So I think that's what she needs to do today, and she won't like it. She won't want to be inside. I actually made it into the bloody workshop today. Okay. Wow. I don't think I showed you guys this, but look what I found at one of the garage sales. Cool. This is like $26 or so, $32, something like that for this paint. And I think this color's discontinued. And she was like, you know what that is? I'm like, I know what that is. 1 quart. Mediterranean blue. So we're gonna paint something Mediterranean blue. At some point, something's getting painted blue. This, I painted the legs on, used the sprayer. It's raining. So it went from painfully hot and not able to work outside to now it's just pouring rain and painfully hot. So guess I'm painting inside today. I'm gonna finish that table and get it out of here. And then I think I can get the dresser in, the waterfall dresser. Because I told my husband I just can't paint out there, it's too hot. Well, if you did, what did I just say? Anyone? What I said? I can't. I'm not doing it. It's too hot. Take it from the person who has personal saunas. I'm not going to be out there in the heat. Just you burst in the flames and then it's like function because you're all sweaty and no, I just want to work in here. So this is my workshop. So I'm going to get this out so I can get that in and we're going to work on that in. Okay, so I primed the tabletop and it got gummy fast. So the heat and humidity is kind of not working for me here. And then I realized I'm not actually wearing my painting clothes, my painting pants, and I got paint on my non-painting pants. So this came out so it doesn't get any worse. A little bit, but it was still one of those. I'm not gonna have any good pants left. I'm not gonna have any good clothes left. So I put the apron on. Protect what's left of my clothing. I'm gonna have to sand that down. Frankly, at this point, I just didn't. I kind of want to just do a shabby chic thing on it and walk away because it's like frustrating me. I need to do something while that's drying. Got my project. Remember this little number? Tin one. $3. I'm gonna hit it with some white chalked paint. And while I'm doing that, we're gonna test out a brush that Distressed Donna sent me. Donna from Distressed Donna. That's a tongue twister, Donna. Sent me a Thrift Flip challenge box, and in it she included this brush. So this is from the Dollar Tree, which I need a better Dollar Tree, but I know. This is tool bench paintbrush, 1.5 inch, and I took it out and I was like, mean, it's got a few little wispies up here, you see them? But otherwise, it's like, huh. Wait. It's not coming out. It's not coming apart. There's some uneven trimming to the brush, but I've long said it's not about the brush, right? I mean, people try to sell you the $30 brushes, and I'm like, wow. I'm not gonna lie, never bought one. Because, wow, that's a lot for a brush. This is $1. So we're gonna give it a try on this project with some Rust-Oleum chalked. So I've got the white Rust-Oleum chalked. I'm gonna be using on that. I'm gonna be using it on this too. Because why not? I found some at the thrift store for $5. I got a whole nother can to open and use. Remember that? It's a good day. I'm finding paint at the thrift stores, at garage sales. Victoria found a gallon of paint in the free box, but it wasn't a full gallon. There was a little bit left, maybe a quarter of a gallon, so a quart left in it, in a really nice pale blue. It was in the free box, and she goes, Mom, I found paint. I'm like, take it. That's my girl. Free paint, Mom. Yeah, take free paint. That's the one thing my recycling center doesn't have, and I said to the guy, I wish you took paint. And he goes, oh, I know, but you can take paint to such as that. I said, no. I want to take it away from you. Like, I want other people to give you their paint, and I want to take it and use it on my furniture pieces. And he was like, oh, I never thought of that. And I'm like, right? All right, so I have dipped the brush. So far, so good, right? So we're gonna try it. Works like a brush. There's a lot of people out there that love the expensive brushes, and I like my Purdy's. They hold paint really well, Purdy's do, and they clean up beautifully. So I do love my Purdy's, but if you need to grab a quick paintbrush, and you're working on a project, you want to work on a project, you're trying it for the first time, it seems to be working just fine. This is actually a nice brush. Huh. Like, it's not leaving hairs behind. So my Dollar Tree has the cheap plastic black ones, and you've seen me use it for primer, and it leaves hairs behind, like really, really bad. This is not leaving brush fibers up behind. I know, you don't expect it, but really, all your brushes are made in China anyway. Dollar Tree brushes made in China. They're working just fine, guys. It's not leaving behind anything. Covering just great. There's a logo on that. Nice logo. I must have thought they were important. Well, I'm sorry you made it brown because I don't like it brown. Customers won't like the brown either, and I don't like wall pockets at all, but it's a little stiffer than a normal brush. I mean, you can see it doesn't have the flex that the Purdy's do. So a Purdy with flex is very stiff, but that's, in some situations, get your mind out of the gutter. Sometimes you want a stiffer bristle brush. In this, I would have liked a little more flex, but this situation, I would have liked a little more flex. But this would be great for dry brushing. In dry brushing, having a stiff bristle brush actually works to your advantage because you're just hitting the top of it. So this might become a go-to for dry brushing. Nice for that. So yeah, there's advantages and disadvantages. I would like more, like when I do this coverage, I'd like a little more bend in my bristles. certainly does the job. That's the only thing I can complain about, right? Perfect. Ta-da. Coat 1. Not horrible, not great. It's just, it's a brush. I'm going to end up taking it off the high spots anyway. This is actually nice for that. It gives it a nice texture for, this is called pouncing. So if I ever use the phrase pouncing, you know what I mean? Pouncing. When you pounce your bristles against it. It actually, the stiffer brush is really good for that, and it gives it a nice texture. Let's see if I can get you guys focused on that. Oh, see it? It's a texture. Type of texture, like stippling or pouncing. This is pouncing, but the texture is stippling. It's actually really good for that. And this would be great for dry brushing. So for this, I don't know that I would use it, say, for a smooth surface like that back there. Still like the flex of my brush for that. But this does have its purposes. I mean, this is perfect for pouncing, stippling. It's perfect for dry brushing. But it does the job. Oh, lost my first brush hair. Now that's a good long run before losing a brush hair for a Dollar Tree. I'm gonna have to go to my Dollar Tree. Do my Dollar Tree have these? I only have those black plastic ones last time I was there, so I'm gonna have to see if they've got these. Does the job. Now what am I gonna do with it? Okay, hang it up. I'm gonna go brush it. I'm gonna go brush it. Yeah, I'm gonna go brush it. I'm gonna go wash this brush. I knew what I meant to say. I'm gonna go wash this brush. See how it cleans up. Okay, for clean up fine. I mean, it's not difficult to clean it up. Did lose some hairs in the process, so it does tend to want to fall apart. But if you're looking for an economical brush, it's pretty good. The other one, if you're looking for an economical brush that I like, got this at Harbor Freight. It is the small one. It fits my hand really great. So when I hold the brush, hold it like this. Fits my hand, and I think this was $2. You can see it's also a synthetic brush, but it's got more of the flex I'm talking about. It's not as flexible as Purdy. So the Purdy brushes, this is also a synthetic brush, but you can see, I mean, it's soft. It's soft. Like when you get a Purdy brush, you want to do this to your face. These are stiffer. You're not going to want to do that to your face. Purdy brushes will hold a lot of paint. I mean, you can get a lot of paint in the bristles, and it doesn't like affect it. This, it's gonna be a lot of surface. It flexes a lot better. Cleans like a dream. This is even stiffer than this. So for the extra $1, I'd go for this one at Harbor Freight if you're looking for an economical brush, but this will do the job. And this is actually nice. You know what this would be good for? Cutting in. Because of the stiffness of the bristles, this would be great for cutting in, dry brushing, or like I said, the pouncing, the stippling effect, which gives your piece a little bit of a texture. So this is good for that. This is a good overall brush. It fits your hands really nice to get in the corners, you know, inside tight spaces. Has the flex. It is not like the same quality as Purdy, but it doesn't fall apart. I've been using this one for a while. One of the hairs down here has finally gone rogue, but it cleans up without losing bristles, doesn't leave bristles on my project. So for an economical brush, Harbor Freight. I don't remember what these are called. This is a 2-inch. I don't know what they were called. I don't think they had a brand, but the Harbor Freight brush. Fits your hand. It's extra buck. Doesn't lose hair. There you go. if you want a really good dry brush, this would be the one. I'm going to actually keep this for that purpose. So I'm going to mark it as the Dollar Tree. It actually looks just like Verdick. Not really. It's a different synthetic fiber. And I know there are different types of synthetic brushes for different purposes. Like if you go in Harbor Freight, it's going to say like, or oils for blah, 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 blah. This is obviously the latex one. I think they call it a sash brush because it's got the angle. I like the angles on my brushes because you can get into corners, you can cut in real nice with them, but the Purdy brushes are super soft, really nice brush. When I can afford them. They last forever though, so if I take care of them, it should last forever. And when I can afford to get my hands on good brushes, I get the good brushes, but an economical one, Harbor Freight. Alright, I think that should be dry. I need to sand it because it gummed all up. So my primer is all gummy and textured. Let me get you over there. See? Got all gummy. It's definitely dry, but I'm going to have to sand this down to give me a smooth surface. Unless I want to go with a layered texture lip, which I don't want. So I'm going to go find me some sandpaper. Smooth that out. This is the free paint Victoria found me. Look at that, that's a good color. Just a nice light blue, somebody's laundry room paint. So you put it out in the free box and wait to get home. Get these at Harbor Freight too. Fine grit sanding ball. It's still done. Let it dry. We'll find something else to do. Visit my blog, PeonyLaneDesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.